You have the ability right now to call out whoever you want to fight next. Who do you want the most?
I want Pacquiao.
I'm looking for the Manny Pacquiao fight after this. So
You want that?
yeah, I definitely want the Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. Like he's a legend.
I beat Tank Davis, and then I end up getting a chance to fight Manny Pacquiao before he gets to go. It's just because he's one of my idols.
What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, the adult. All right, man, look. On this episode of Shoot the Jab, we'll be discussing how Manny Pacquiao versus King Ryan Garcia exhibition bout can possibly ruin the sport of boxing. As always, Shoot the Jab is sponsored by BUSR.com. Go to BUSR.com/showbiz to place a bet on your favorite fights. So here's what we know about the possible exhibition bout between Manny Pacquiao and Ryan Garcia. We know that when Ryan Garcia called out Gervonta Tank Davis, he also called out Manny Pacquiao and Devin the Dream Haney.
The aim is I beat Tank Davis and then getting a chance to fight Manny Pacquiao before he gets to go.
I want to fight Tank first, of course. If we can make Devin, let's make Devin.
Now, out the three, Haney was the least favorite for Garcia and the fans.
Which one? We want Tank. You hear them?
As for a Manny Pacquiao fight, that one just seemed far-fetched.
Pacquiao at this point is probably looking to cash out against, non-boxers.
So preferably, by default, a campaign started aggressively by Garcia to get Davis in the ring. The boxing world was on fire. Everyone was excited until the bomb dropped. Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia exhibition bout in the works. Now, it hasn't been confirmed that it's an exhibition bout, but all roads are leading to that direction. Look, Henry Garcia, Ryan's father, said that the fight will be at a catch weight of 143. It will be a 10-rounder for no title, and since no one wants to sacrifice their records, it may just be a real fight with exhibition rules, meaning exhibition. He also said that Ryan Garcia actually wants a pro fight, but it was Manny Pacquiao's idea to fight an exhibition. Well, I really can care less about the finger pointing because Ryan is extremely excited about this opportunity on Instagram. Now, what does Manny Pacquiao have to say about all this? Well, he says he wants Crawford and Spence, but yes, he's in talks with Ryan Garcia, and finalizing the fight can happen this week for a late April, early May date. So yes, it looks like Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia will be a 10-round exhibition for no title at a catch weight of 143. And this can be the beginning of the end of boxing as we know it. Look, anyone who follows the channel knows I've coined the phrase the Mayweather effect, essentially saying that Floyd Mayweather did great things in the sport, but his effect on it was ultimately negative.
I'm Adrian Brown and he's Madonna. What you mean it's gonna be the difference? I got my he been beat before. I mean, look at my record. I knock motherfuckers out and I talk, I walk the walk. I back it up.
Not only do you have fighters doing whatever it takes to remain undefeated, but more importantly, you have fans grading fighters on their losses and not on their risks. The Mayweather effect biggest impact was on the fans. And while critics of this channel called me out as demonizing undefeated fighters, what was missed was my understanding that if we as fans celebrated the O over the risk, integrity, and courage to challenge the best, then we will soon be responsible for cheapening the sport, and that's what we have here. Cherry-picking fights to preserve your record has now mutated to fighting exhibitions pay-per-view to cash out without risking your pro record. Now, I know many fighters are going to say that Pacquiao needs to warm up before taking on Spence or Crawford, but that's why you have training camps, sparring sessions, and tune-up fights. Pro tune-up fights. Look, if Pacquiao and Garcia wanted to prepare for Spence and Davis, then just set up a sparring session during training camp. Don't glorify it. Slap a pay-per-view price tag on it. Why? Because it's disrespectful and sends a horrible message to the next generation. The message it sends is, if you don't want to lose, then don't take the risk. It is a direct contradiction to what I was taught. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. And for me, boxing has always been the greatest metaphor for life. Since I can remember, a fighter has always been my biggest inspiration. Look, this will be the first time I can remember 2 active fighters choosing to have an exhibition pay-per-view. If that happens, I will no longer be inspired. It'll take away from what I adored about a fighter, the fact that he or she is risking it all, but gets in there anyway. Why? Because they can't help it. It's their primal instinct, their nature. Pacquiao versus Garcia exhibition just isn't natural. I'm begging, for the sake of the sport, make it a pro fight. See you later tonight when I throw the hook. Thanks for shooting the jab with the biz. ShowBizz, the adult. I'm out. Huh.